Hello everyone, welcome back to Intimacy Insights by Anais, your space for real, honest conversations about love, relationships, and personal growth. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never get to miss a video that helps you build stronger, healthier connection. Today we are going to be talking about something that everyone will experience at some point in their life or have experienced. And what is that? Heartbreak. If there is one thing everyone can agree on, it's that heartbreaks are tough. Maybe you just got out of a relationship and the pain feels so unbearable, like a 10 out of 10 on the heartbreak scale. Everything reminds you of them. Your phone feels like a trap filled with old pictures, texts, and memories. I understand. You wake up in the morning and for a second, everything feels normal until you remember they just broke your heart. Then the sadness hits again. Maybe you're even feeling a little embarrassed about watching a video like this. You're asking yourself a question like, am I really so desperate that I need YouTube to help me move on? First of all, there is no shame in that. You are not alone. I have had friends that have been there, and so have millions of others too. The problem is when you go through a heartbreak, everyone around you gives you the same old advice we know. Time heals everything. You will feel better soon. Just hang in there. And sure, logically, you know that's true. One day, you will feel better, obviously. But right now, that advice doesn't help because even though you understand that time will eventually make things easier, your emotions don't care about logic. Your heart is saying, but I miss them. I want them back. I don't know how to stop thinking about them. Hmm, I get it. So in this video, I want to do more. I want to do more than just tell you it will get better. I want to give you real practical steps you can take to move on faster and actually start feeling like yourself again. Now I want to ask, why can't you stop thinking about them? I know you'll be asking yourself this. The science behind heartbreak. Let's talk about it. Before we talk about what you can do to move on, let's first talk about why your mind is so obsessed with this person in the first place. There is a psychological concept called loss aversion fallacy. That sounds complicated, right? But it's really simple. People work harder to avoid losing something more than they do to gain something. I don't know if you understand that. Let me explain further. Here's an easy way to understand what I just said. Imagine you're gambling and you have a chance to double your money. If you flip a coin and it lands on the head, you will double your money. Are you getting me now? But if it lands on tails, you will lose everything. Would you take the bets? Most people wouldn't. Why? Because losing everything feels way worse than the excitement of winning. This is exactly work how heartbreak works. The pain of losing someone feels so much stronger than the happiness of being with them did. That's why breakups feel so brutal. You're not just dealing with the loss of a person, but you are also dealing with the loss of everything attached to them. The late night conversations, the cute inside jokes with them, the feeling of having your person by your side. I get it. And to make things even worse, we use words that make breakups sound even more painful. Words like, they broke up with me, I lost them, they dumped me, they cheated on me, I got my heart broken, he said he doesn't want me anymore. Every one of these phrases makes it feel like something was taken from you, like you were robbed of your happiness. And that makes it even hard to let go. So if you feel like you can't stop thinking about them, you're not crazy. You're completely fine. Your brain is wired to hold on to loss. But that also means that there is a way to break free from it. Sorry about my voice. The hard truth is you can't just let go of the pain. You have to let go of the good too. Now, here is something that might surprise you. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck after a breakup isn't just because of the pain. It's actually because of the good memories shared in the relationship. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself daydreaming about them coming back? I know you you do that often. Maybe you imagine them showing up at your door, telling you things like I was wrong, you're the one for me. Maybe you replay your happiest moment together, convincing yourself that what you had was perfect and couldn't have been broken. We literally have an entire movie industry built around this fantasy. Romantic comedies, love stories, fairy tales. These all feed into the idea that true love always comes back. And let's be real, that fantasy actually feels very good. Even if you're hurting, part of you still enjoys thinking about them. Why? I'll answer you that. Because as long as you keep the fantasy alive, you don't have to fully accept that it's over. And that is the trap there. If you truly want to move on and feel better, you have to let go of both the pain and the good, which is the fantasy. You have to stop holding on to hope that they will come back. It's hard, I know, but it's the only way to free yourself. I want to give you 3 steps to move on faster. Now that you've understand why your brain is so stuck on them, let's now talk about what you can actually do to let go and move forward. Number one step is to cut off all triggers. Imagine you're trying to quit sugar. What's the best way to avoid eating sweets? Don't keep them in the house. If you have cookies, ice cream, and candy sitting in your kitchen, it's way harder to resist eating them. Well, getting over someone works the same way. Your ex is like an addiction. Every time you see a photo, read an old text from them, or check their social media, you're giving yourself a hit of dopamine. And just like with any addiction, the more you feed it, the harder it is to quit. So if you're serious about moving on, cut off all triggers. Delete their pictures, remove old text messages, unfollow them on social media. If you even have someone that links you with them, you can cut off the person temporarily. Block them if necessary. I know this sounds very extreme, but it works. If deleting everything feels too harsh, at least save it all onto your USB drive and put it somewhere out of your reach for the moment. Because every time you look at their pictures, read old text message from them, or check their profile, you are reopening the wound. And if you really want to heal, you have to stop touching it. The second step is I want you to see the relationship clearly. Another reason people struggle to move on is because of rosy retrospection. This means that your brain only remembers the good part of your past and forgets the bad part of the past. That's why people look back on high school and say, those were the best years of my life. Even though at the time they complained about homeworks, stress, teacher stress, and drama. Right now, you're doing the same thing with your ex. You're only remembering the happy moments in the relationship. Have you sat down to think about the things that weren't so great? Are you forgetting them so quick? Here's an exercise to help with this. I want you to take out a piece of paper and make a T chart. On one side, write down the good things you learned from the relationship. On the other side, I want you to write down everything that bothered you in the relationship. Be very honest about this. Did they treat you poorly? Were there red flags? Write it down. This isn't about being negative. It's about being very realistic. The third step is use this as a chance to reinvent yourself. Here's the most important step of all. Use this breakup as an opportunity to grow. I've always said breakups can be breakthrough. That's my slogan. Some of the biggest moments of transformation in life happens after a major loss. Mhm. Instead of seeing this as an end, see it as a fresh start for you. Start focusing on yourself. I want you to hit the gym, pick up a new hobby, set a new goal for yourself. Do this not to impress your ex. Don't do it to detention. Let me impress him. Not don't prove anything to anyone. Do it for you. I know that moving on from someone you love isn't easy, but I promise you that if you take these steps I just talked about, you will start to feel lighter. You will begin to see that this breakup is not the end, but actually is the beginning of something even better. This is your chance to grow, to heal, and to become the best version of yourself. Remember always, the only way to attract a better relationship in the future is to become a better version of yourself today. So I want you to stop looking for the right person and start becoming the right person. If you found this video helpful, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment below. What step do you think will help you the most? Let's start a conversation in the comment section, or you can send your stories anonymously to my Gmail, intimacyinsight by Anais at gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, stop settling. Start living your life now. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good time. Bye.